Hey everybody, welcome back to a special review series where we're going to talk about the latest episodes of Stranger Things 3. This is going to be spoilers though. We're going to do these episode by episode, I believe, so these will be pretty short. But again, it's on Netflix now, so I don't really see a reason for us to do no spoilers. And we just finished up episode 1, and it's a lot of fun.
Suzie, can you hear me?
Suzie, can you hear me? Maybe something like that.
Something along those lines.
Come
in, Suzie.
Yeah, I think come in. It's something about the radio. Yeah, because that's what Dustin keeps saying.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, anyway, spoilers. Hopefully you can get out of here in time. I don't think there was really a lot to spoil in the first one. Other than it's mostly catching up with everybody's setting it back up.
Yeah. I thought it was more than a year time skip. But
yeah, it's only a year. Yeah, okay. We're in the Back to the Future year, and I'm already claiming we're going to get time travel.
So I thought they were going to go a couple more years just so that the kids could be a little more... Because like the kids are almost 20 now, I think. Yeah,
they've all hit big old growth spurts, especially Lucas. But yeah, no, I mean, this one was actually way funnier than I was expecting it to be. Yeah. Especially Hopper. Hopper's cracking me up in this.
I just keep making... Hellboy jokes.
Yeah, right. I know she does. Where's your horns? Things like that. Only more clever because she's the clever one. But it's awesome seeing Dustin back. I do love that you saw it in the trailer, but I love that how they kind of jokingly freaked him out with all the toys coming to life and the hairsprays. I love it's the Farrah Fawcett hairspray as well in the eyes. The Steve stuff is really good. He's clearly going to end up with the girl he's working with.
Oh, totally.
Although I hope he doesn't die. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose somebody for real this time. And I'm hoping...
Well, we lost somebody for real last time.
Well, yeah, but I meant one of the main kids is what I meant. But but we got a Bob cameo, a little bit of a Bob flashback, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah, it was really sweet. They were sitting there watching TV.
Yeah, it's
kind of meta. We were sitting there watching
What's her
TV.
name?
Joyce Byers.
Yeah, Joyce still has not been able to let go of that because, Hopper asked her out for dinner and she's like, I have plans.
Yeah, I like her new hair. I like everybody's new hair, all the people that have new hairdos. I do like that Steve was like, I have to wear this stupid hat. It's hiding my best feature. No wonder I can't get any. Pretty interesting that Billy, I think, is it Billy, Max's brother?
Billy, yeah.
I think that he's obviously, we could kind of tell from the trailers he's probably going to get possessed and be a bad guy. I didn't expect it to be basically the end of the first episode, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to kind of get back in there and see where we go from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the haggard, beleaguered, old Hopper as Daddy Hopper now.
He's a little overprotective.
Yeah, but also too, he's thrust into it. He's a new dad essentially, So he's only really had about a year with that.
Well, no, he's going to be the dad he never got to be.
That's true, because he had to keep her in captivity and protection and all that. I like that Eleven's got real hair now.
Don't forget, he was also actually a father. His daughter died.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
So I think that plays into it a lot.
And if you don't remember from season 2, Paul, what's his name? From Mad About You.
Paul Reiser?
Reiser, yeah. He was the main bad guy in the last one, but he gets him a legitimate birth certificate at the end.
Yeah, he gets custody basically.
Yeah, so now we know whatever happened to Baby Jane. But so I wonder if Paul Reiser will show back up because obviously we haven't even seen the Hawkins lab. I'm wondering if they built the mall over it or something. If we're going to do that. Because I thought when they were doing that big pan across the city that maybe they would tell us you would see Hawkins lab, but it goes to the still mill instead. So that could be interesting. But I like the creepiness. Oh my god, the exploding rats.
Ugh.
Blah. It was cool, but it's oh god.
Good for the community though.
So do you think Billy in the next one or whatever he's going to meet, possessed Billy is going to meet up with Nancy, not Nancy, Mrs. Wheeler. Did we catch her? Karen.
Yeah.
Karen Wheeler. And she's going to be all ready for it, and he's going to show her a different tentacle than she was expecting.
Ooh. No, I think this thing is going to be now where is 11 and Will. I'm very upset with both of them.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, because Will's getting the goosebumps and everything. I love that they watched Day of the Dead, by the way. That was awesome.
I've never seen it, so I was like...
It's not really your cup of tea anyways, but it's one of my all-time favorite films, so, Romero.
Meanwhile, he's sitting here going it's time travel, it's going to be time travel, it's totally going to be time travel. Look, there's Back to the Future poster.
It's the year that Back to the Future came out. As a matter of fact, what was July 3rd, I think, that Back to the Future came out in 85? So and that machine in the beginning that looks like they're opening a portal for Loki to step through and steal the Tesseract, I'm like, it's going to be time travel. It's just got to be. Which could be interesting because I've had this theory that if they are going to go for like 5 seasons or whatever, it'd be interesting if they do the Stephen King's It kind of trope, where they actually maybe like next season introduce us to the adult versions of the kids and do that kind of dual story of flashback with the kid actors, but then see the adult actors, and then like when they actually end in the series, it's just the adult story.
I don't know, what
maybe.
year did it come out?
I think the book came out late 80s, but the movie was like early 90s, the first one.
Okay.
So,
The
or maybe
TV series.
1990 itself. But yeah, there's so much great nostalgia. The mall's already cool. It's great seeing Lucas's younger sister grown up a little bit, although for a minute I thought she looked older than Lucas even, but I think that was just the initial thing. All the hair and makeup is so 80s, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad we got a little Bob thing. I'm interested to find out what's going on with the magnets, because I remember in season 1 where I did the rewatch, the magnetism was a big thing about how they found where the portal was, because all the compasses were giving out a false north because it was all driving them over there. So that could be kind of interesting if that's where they're going. And music's cool. I like the soundtrack. I would like a little more of the synth score, but maybe we'll get there. Maybe we're just setting it up. It's interesting that Jonathan and Nancy are both working at the paper, but of course because of the time, Nancy's just like, errand girl, but at least Jonathan gets to do photos, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Jake Busey.
Yep.
Yeah, anything with Jake Busey's a good time. So we're here for that, for sure. So I'm sure he's going to be something, too. And then one of the guys around that table I thought was in old man makeup, but I don't think he is, which also made me think time travel. They're aging him up so they can age him down, but I think that was just my imagination.
Quite possibly. I'm just going to try to keep an eye out for Casey.
Was he on Stranger Things 3?
He put out a picture a while back of him standing outside the Hawkins lab building, and he totally had like a period stash going on.
Oh, okay. We'll definitely keep our eye out for our buddy Casey Miracle. So good. I'm glad you told me because I wasn't watching for it. I was just kind of enjoying it. I like that Dustin has a girlfriend. I was waiting for it to be a girlfriend in Canada, but clearly to him, he actually did meet a girl, so that's kind of cool. I love that they called his radio Cerebro, so we're getting the comics geeking out going.
Yeah.
And they had the little cat on the dashboard with the mom since it got eaten in the last thing.
Yeah. Cats never fare well.
No. And the whole opening the portal, Russians trying to open the portal, that stuff's going to be real interesting. And I like that they're opening up the idea that, yes, there are other portals in other places in the world, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, and the small town, the death of the small town thing, because the mall is driving all the traffic out. I think that's a great little touch.
Yeah.
Then I'm loving that Hopper wants Joyce to like deal with the Will and Eleven situation himself. I think that's pretty cute. Now I haven't really heard them use her name too much. Do you think they'll go more Jane or more 11 when they reference her? Pretty sure they maybe said 11 in there a couple of times.
No, they're all calling her Elle.
Elle, yeah, I guess that's still like her nickname. But I wonder how the adults, like, is Hopper going to be calling her Jane?
Hopper was calling her Elle.
Huh. Okay. Well, we had delicious barbecue.
Nobody called her Jane because I don't remember any point because I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, well, it's predominant throughout season 2 that her name is Jane, and then even on the birth certificate at the end, it was Jane Hopper.
They're still calling her Elle though.
That's fine. I just kind of trying to do some predictions as we get into this. So as people watch these awesome videos, they can see how right or wrong we are along the way. I think that's kind of what we did last time as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else? I think that pretty much covers that. I mean,
let's go watch the second episode.
Billy wrecked his sweet ass ride though. So with the goober snot on there.
He's got worse problems now.
Yeah. I was, like I said, really surprised how quick they got to that. And I guess maybe, I don't know if she has a theory too. That I don't know. It didn't quite
I could be wrong.
But yeah, I still think you might have some right to it.
So I have this sneaky suspicion that Billy's actually gay and he hits on the older women because he doesn't really expect any of them to
reciprocate.
They'll be like, oh,
and
so he gets to look straight. They get to feel flattered, and I think it also has something to do with all of his anger issues because he can't be
the repression
himself.
Now, granted, this was a theory,
and I kind of felt that he kind of had a thing for Steve.
I mean, there was some chemistry there. And this is also a theory, too, based before he actually asked Miss Wheeler out. Which was why we're now wondering if it's not quite as accurate. But it could still be, because, I mean, he could still just be playing the part. But he did look kind of excited to do it.
But if he's going to be a pawn of the Oh, what was the big bad last season?
The Mind Flayer.
The Mind Flayer, yeah, because I have a feeling the Mind Flayer is the one in charge of what's going on at the Steel Mill right now.
That would make sense because, again, literally, like at the end of season 2, the very last thing is we pull out of the whatever the dance was, the snowflake dance, whatever, and then it turns upside down. The Mind Flayer is still over the school, and it's like boom, credits.
So I have a feeling Billy's going to be a pawn of the Mind Flayer.
Pawn of the Mind Flayer. But then what was up also too with all the bodies of the Russian scientists in the beginning in slow motion getting decomposed and weirded out and all that stuff, which could be time travel. Maybe that was accelerating their decomposition or something. We're gonna find out. So let's get
just magical lightning.
Could be that too. I mean, somebody turned Metallica up to 11. I mean, that's what happens when you turn Metallica up to 11 and try to ride the lightning. That was where I was going with that.
Alrighty then.
I thought it was funny. All right, how do y'all feel? How do you feel about episode 1? Please don't talk about episodes further, just because by the time you see these, we will have seen it, so you're not going to ruin it for us. But some people may want to watch these episode by episode, so try to keep any discussion just to this episode. And if you obviously, if you haven't finished the season, you might want to just read carefully if you read any comments, because people can just get excited and say things. I'm not saying everybody's going to be a jerk, but.
Yeah.
But let us know what you think of this episode, and we're going to get out of here so we can go watch some more. So click the thumbs up button, give us a good old thumb of encouragement, as we do love to be encouraged. And now we're going to get out of here so we can go watch episode 2. We'll see you all later.